a polar vortex turn any storm into a super blizzard? Imagine a giant cold air bubble swirling high above the Earth, stretching from the North Pole down into the middle of our continents. That's the polar vortex. It's a huge area of low pressure and freezing air that normally stays high in the stratosphere. When it's strong, it keeps cold Arctic air trapped near the poles. But when it weakens or shifts, it can send that icy air rushing southward into places that usually stay milder in winter. This sudden rush of cold air can set the stage for very harsh weather. Now a blizzard needs three main things to happen: very cold air, lots of moisture, and a way for the air to lift and turn into snow. The polar vortex supplies the cold air. When the vortex pushes Arctic air south, it chills the atmosphere over land and water. If that cold air meets moist air from oceans or big lakes, and a lifting mechanism like a front or low pressure system is present, heavy snow can fall. When the snow falls fast and winds blow strongly, that's when a blizzard is born. But not every storm during a polar vortex turns into a super blizzard. The storm's strength depends on how much moisture is available, how long the lifting lasts, and how the local weather systems behave. The polar vortex can influence these factors by creating sharp temperature differences and changing jet stream patterns. These changes can make storms more intense and last longer. In some cases, the polar vortex can weaken suddenly through a process called a sudden stratospheric warming event. This causes the vortex to split or become less organized, allowing cold air to pour for south. When that cold air interacts with a storm system, it can produce very powerful blizzards with heavy snow, high winds, and poor visibility. These storms can cause big problems like road accidents, power outages, and dangerous cold exposure. So the answer is no. A polar vortex does not automatically turn every storm into a super blizzard. But it plays a big role in creating the cold, atmospheric conditions that can lead to some of the most severe winter storms. When the vortex weakens or shifts, it can set off a chain of events that produce these extreme weather events. That's why understanding the polar vortex helps us better prepare for winter storms and stay safe during the coldest days.